Seykota turned a few $1,000s into one of the greatest trading records ever recorded. But when people asked him for his secret, he didn't talk about charts or indicators. He said something that sounds almost unfair. Everybody gets what they want out of the markets, even the losers. Because for Seykota, trading was never mainly about the market. It was about mastering the person making the decisions. And the good news, the ways he revealed to do it, are surprisingly simple. Here are 4 you can start using today. Here's what nobody warns you about. The second real money is on the line. The logical part of your brain quietly steps back, and something older and louder takes the wheel. Fear, greed, the need to be right. You already know this feeling. You plan a calm trade, and then the candle moves, and suddenly you're clicking on pure emotion. Seykota's whole edge was accepting this instead of fighting it. You will never out-willpower your own feelings in the heat of the moment, so you design around them instead. That's what these 4 simple habits do. Seykota was famous for one blunt line. The key to good trading is cutting losses, and cutting losses. But here's the simple part most people miss. You don't cut losses with discipline in the moment. You cut them by deciding your exit before you ever click buy, while you're still calm, and nothing is at stake. Write down the exact point where you're wrong, set it, and then let it do its job. When emotion arrives, the decision is already made. You're not being brave. You're just following a promise you made to yourself 2 minutes ago. Seykota said to risk enough that a win matters, but never so much that a loss wrecks you. Most traders get this backwards. They size up for excitement, then can't sleep, then panic manage every tick. So, use the simplest test in trading, the sleep test. If a position keeps you staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., it is too big. Full stop. Cut the size in half. Then half again if you need to. A boring position you can forget about is worth more than a thrilling one that owns your emotions. Calm is a position size. So much stress comes from one hidden need. The need to be right. We hold losers because admitting we're wrong hurts. We exit winners early to lock in being right. Seykota followed what the market was actually doing, not what he wished it would do. The simple shift is this: stop trying to predict and start trying to respond. You don't need to call the top. You don't need to be the genius who saw it coming. You just need to follow your plan and let go of the outcome. The moment you stop needing to be right, half your stress disappears. Now the strange one. Everybody gets what they want out of the markets. Seykota meant that your results quietly reveal what you truly want. If you keep blowing up in the same dramatic way, some part of you may be getting something out of it. Excitement, a story, an excuse. It sounds harsh, but it's freeing. Look at your last 10 trades honestly and ask, what was I really chasing here? Money or a feeling? Once you can name the feeling you're secretly trading for, you can finally choose a calmer one. Awareness is the whole fix. Look at all 4. Decide your exit early. Size so you can sleep. Drop the need to be right. Read your results like a mirror. Not one of them is a strategy. Not one predicts a single price. They're all just simple ways to take the steering wheel back from your emotions. That's the shift Seykota understood decades ago. You don't master the market, you master the trader. And that job is a lot smaller and a lot more doable than the market ever was. Here's your 30-second habit, straight from Seykota's playbook. Before your next trade, ask one question out loud. Can I sleep tonight with this size and this exit already set? If the answer is no, you don't need more courage. You need a smaller position or a clearer exit. That single question, asked before every trade, quietly filters out most of the trades that would have hurt you. It's almost embarrassingly simple. That's exactly why it works. If your emotions have been running your trading, you are completely normal, and you are not alone. Seykota built a whole philosophy on the fact that we are emotional first and logical second. The point isn't to feel nothing. It's to build simple habits so your feelings stop making your decisions. That's the entire idea behind the quiet community around this channel. No hype, no signals to buy, no promises, just traders learning to master themselves, one calm decision at a time. The free link is in the description. If this helped, do future you a favor. Subscribe so tomorrow's simple habit finds you without you having to search. Then tell me below, which of the 4 hits closest to home? Your exits, your size, your need to be right, or the mirror? Naming it is where the change begins. And remember what Seykota really revealed. You were never fighting the market. You were only ever learning to trade calm. See you in the next one.